Hola familia, it is Alex. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my monthly Shop My Stash. You guys, it seems like every time I do a Shop My Stash, it rains. So once a month, I'm guaranteed on the day I film it's gonna rain. Again, it's raining today. I'm gonna do my best with the lighting, as best as I possibly can. I'll make it work somehow. But today we're gonna go through all these drawers, see what I use, see what I didn't use, and the palettes I used, as well as lip products that I did use this month. So I'm gonna share that all with you guys rather quickly because I know you guys just wanna see what I pull out. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. You know the drill. If you're new, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, like if you like, don't like if you don't like, and we're gonna move on. Let's start out up top. This is the Touch and Soul Glitter Liquid Foil Shadow in Linda. I really enjoyed this color. It's super pretty. The only thing is I felt like this glitter was almost the same, too much exactly like this shade, the cream side. So when I put the glitter on top there, it didn't really show too much except for more of a glisten. I wish this was a little bit lighter, maybe more silver or had olive green to it or neon green. I think that would have looked prettier, but it is pretty. It's staying. Next up is my Sydney Grace in Anew. Very pretty. You guys can see the color right there. I really enjoy these a ton. So yes, keeping. The Stila Glitter and Glow into the blue. So pretty. Can you see that purple blue shift to it? I love this shade a ton. If it wasn't as deep as it is, I would continue to use this, but it's so stunning. You can see it right there. It's gorgeous. Love it. I did not get a chance to use any of these three from Sydney Grace, so they are going to continue to stay in here, and everything else in here is just stuff that I'm using, not in any project pans at the moment, or just want to use them up. They may be in project pans soon. I'm gonna try a different angle. So here's some of the glitter pigments that I started to use. So I'm just gonna pull them out. This one I finally used by Alexa Persico in Purple Heart. Really enjoyed it. Very pigmented, really showed up. Gorgeous shade. And I love that when you wet these, they have a really nice glisten to them. Bodyography's Supernova. I used this in a sheer way. Very pretty. I didn't use it so very deep and impacted because I didn't want to use such a deep shade like that, but very pretty again. J. Cat's Prismatic Chromatic Shadows in Mirror, or what is this? This is a pigment in Mirror on the Wall. Here it is right there. You guys, these pigments are ridiculous. I own all these pigments and I'm considering doing a swatch of all of them because they're all still available on the JCat website, not on Ulta, not all of them at least, but these, oh my goodness, every time I wear these, somebody's always complimenting me on these, and they're just as beautiful swatched and on the eye. So if you guys want me to do a whole swatch party of these, I will, because I do own them all. This one in The Fish, so pretty, by ColourPop, this pigment. Oh, I really like this. It kind of matches my nails. Very pretty. Oscar, this is by Her Mannerism. This is a black owned brand, and look how pretty that green is. Oh, it's so pretty. If you put these with yellow, oh, such a pretty shade. Really love these pigments. Very finely milled. They almost look like a pressed shadow on the eye. You can even see them on here. It almost looks like a pressed shadow, and you get a ton of product. The only shade left in here was this one. I did not get a chance to use it, so I'm going to put it back. The other drawer. So here is the Ulta Lustrous Foil Eyeshadow in Rose Gold Leaf. How I was able to figure out a way to use these, because I remember telling you guys, if I use these wet, very textured. If I used, dry, I'm sorry. If I use them dry, very textured. If I use these wet, I love them, but I have to be careful because they will overpower my look. So what I did is I wet my finger and just bounced in here, and then I bounced it on my eyelid, and perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Gorgeous. Really love these kind of things to top looks with and change it to give it more of a glisten or a glitter. For instance, that Oscar pigment, I did that with this. Oh, so pretty. And it blends and melts within. So I really like these. So yeah, that's the way I've been able to figure out how to use these. All right, guys, let's go with these. These three guys, as much as I like these and the colors are gorgeous, they were so difficult to use, even though 2 out of 3 were brand new. And you saw me pull the seal out of these. They dry out. So I think at this point I'm going to try one more month to see how the ones I already have opened lasted. But all these unfortunately will be going to the garbage because it's just too difficult for me to use, and I don't want to waste my time with these. I can't use them all over my lid. It won't work. And as a liner, they took forever for me to get a good line. I can't use them for a wing liner. It's just too much. So these are all going to go to the garbage. Blushes. This is the Becca Foxglove. Very pigmented, but it worked so well, especially with the new Fight Club palette I was using. It's a lot more pinky in person. Right now it's looking a lot more red, but it's a lot vibrant pink. Very pretty, very unique to my collection because I don't go for these colors often, but I love it because of the finish. Cargo Prague, one of my oldest, and I love this one. It's so pretty. It goes with everything. It's a cool toned beigey mauve, and it would look pretty as a shadow. And these are gonna last me forever because they have so much product in them. Yeah, a lot of product. MAC Harmony. Oh gosh, I fell in love with this one. You're gonna see this one in a video coming up this week. I featured this one in a video that I'm doing about blushes. It's just so pretty. This just went with everything and anything I can think of. Very, very pretty. And then we have Bora Bora by Laura Geller. This one is perfect. Perfect spring blush. It's really, really pretty. It's not too pink, not too corally for my liking as far as this time of year. Love this formula. This formula is gorgeous. If you have that type of skin where you want a luminous blush, but you don't want it to be too much and you don't want to use your cream, this baked formula is gorgeous. Highlighters. So I pulled this one out. This is Adorn. This is old. And this was more of a blush topper, but it was so pretty on the skin. I really liked it. It gave me just enough to give me that oomph on my cheeks, but it didn't do so well as a highlighter. So now I know I'm probably going to shift this one over to the blush category instead of my highlighting category. RMS Beauty. This one in Grande Dame, I believe it's called. This is so pretty. It's subtle. It was brand new when I put it in. You guys can see how much I used it. It's subtle, but when you wet it, it gives you this glow within. It's beautiful. Beautiful. The only thing is this packaging. It's so hard to open up, and I would jam my nails in. So you can see how to cut down my nails because I kept breaking my thumbs right here because of trying to open this up. That's the only downside other than that, and the fact that it's bulky. Truthfully, it's bulky and heavy, but it's a beautiful actual formula inside. This one by Catrice in Supreme Rose Beam. Wow. Just wow. Really enjoyed this one. This one's a gelée formula, and I heard a few people saying that they had a hard time picking this up. Dual fiber brush or a rougher brush would work great with this. As you guys can see, I was able to get it and it looked beautiful, and a little bit goes a long way with this. Be careful because you might end up showing more texture if you use too much of this. Last but not least is Benefit Dandelion Twinkle. Very pretty. Forgot how much I enjoy this one. This one I thought I was going to declutter at one point, but I really like it. It's subtle enough, but it still gives me that beautiful glow. And it's not too pink either, which I do appreciate. Very, very pretty. All right, so these are all the lip products I use this month. Not too much, but I'll share with you guys. These Lancome Juicy Shakers, matte Juicy Shakers, love it. This one's I like to mauve it. Love this one. Look how pretty that is, you guys. I don't regret one bit buying all of these. I love this formula too much. It's sad, but I love it so much. Candy, this one's Candy Yum Yum, but this is the Kelly Yum Yum version. So many of you guys asked me what was on my lips in that video that I did of the duping of a dupe. This was it. It's basically Candy Yum Yum. Absolutely love this color. I tried this one. This one I got for Christmas. This is the Cashmere Cream by BH Cosmetics. This one is in the shade, what is this? Cashmere Cream, Shook. This was in the color Shook. I like this, but I felt like not too much came on the wand, so I really had to keep dipping in here. Here's the color right here. It's pretty. It's like a deep raspberry, almost red, but it is really pretty. I like the formula. It's very comfortable. Anna. This one went perfect with any purple look that I did with the Flight Club. Beautiful, beautiful. You guys know I love this formula. When I wanted a warmer tone for those warm days, this is Urban Decay Fuel. Look how pretty this one is. I really like this one for the summer. It just got me there. This one, Milk Cosmetics Bend and Snap. Very pretty shade. I love these kind of shades, especially in the summertime. This just got me in the mood. I don't know if you guys can see it with the lighting and stuff. I'm so sorry. One day it won't rain, but that's pretty. I love it. And the last one was this one. This is the one that I was testing out. I'm not going to swatch it because it'll stain for the whole entire day, no joke. I wish it came in a different color, to be honest with you. This probably will be something I will declutter at the end of the year, just because I am very, very selective with my reds, and I don't want any more reds. I think I have enough reds as it is, and I could find somebody else that could really enjoy this. Let's move on to palettes. The first one that I was using was this Club Nebula. I think I might hold on to this one just one more month, just because I really didn't get a chance to use every single shadow. For the most part, I've used almost all the mattes except for this one, this red one, and a few of the shimmers I haven't used yet. So I'm going to keep this one for one more month just to play around with it a little bit more and try to see if I can transition this into spring, which I think I might. These are very cooler tones, so I might pull in other mattes, but yeah, I'm gonna continue to play around with this one this month. Same goes with the Flight Club. I feel I've done already a few looks with this on my own, but I feel like I want to play around with this one more, and I can use this one especially for the springtime. I feel like I definitely can get more use out of this, so I'm going to keep this one as well for this month. I've done a first impression, which I suck at it because I kept calling it something else. I didn't see the L. And I know a few of you said the same thing, so it wasn't just me, not my eyeballs. But I'm going to keep it for one more month and then hopefully have a good indication of where I want to rank it for the rankings. Dose of Color Cutting Edge. I use this one, so pretty. This one's by far my favorite shade out of all of them. I use this one the most. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Love the orange, love this one. Like the mattes are amazing. This one surprised me. I didn't expect it to be what I thought it was. This is more of like an olivey with a beautiful sparkle. These two I use more as toppers on either one of these or on other shadows, and they were really pretty. I personally don't like such a yellow gold on my lid alone unless it's the summertime, but I did enjoy all these. And I used this palette multiple times to really get a good understanding of it. So this is very pretty and to the point. The BH Avocado Toast. Oh goodness, this one's so pretty. I'm sorry about the reflection of it, but gorgeous. Just gorgeous, you guys. I love this palette. It's so pretty. I've used every single shade except for Holy Moly, but I've used every single shade. I've done a pilot bingo. You'll definitely see this in my ranking video soon. It's just so pretty. You could take this so many different ways, so many color combos, and it just won't be an only green palette. It's just beautiful. Great job, man. This was good. And the last palette I used was my duping of my dupe. This will be a series that will be continuing on my channel. You guys absolutely loved the idea, and you loved how I did it. And I collabed with my friend Katie, so I'll link it up in the iCards if you're interested. This was the Pretend Mardi Gras palette if Anastasia came out with it. So I duped a dupe. I'll link that video so you guys can absolutely see it. So I used this more than just that video. I actually did another look with it, and let me tell you how many people told me how much they love my eye look. This palette, I don't even want to destroy it and put all the singles back because I love it so much. But I'm going to pick a new palette, and I will use it for the whole entire month. So that's what I want to do as far as my singles. I'm going to dupe a dupe, share with you guys the dupe, do a look with it, and then continue to use it and share with you guys other looks that I've done with it. But yeah, when I used that green turtleneck in the video, I was using this whole entire palette as well. It's just beautiful. I'm very excited about this series because it gets me out of my comfort zone, gets me to try new palettes, like new combinations, and I get to support another individual that her creativeness. So that's awesome. So you guys will see that going forward. You'll see a Z palette full of singles of a dupe of a dupe. Alrighty, you guys. So let's start pulling things out. First two that I'm going to pull out. Let's see if these are still any juicy, which looking at it, to be honest with you, they don't look that juicy. This one was by far my favorite, this lavender one. I'm hoping that it's still creamy because I really want to use these. So I'm pulling these two out to play around with this month. All right, so these are some of the single shadows I'm going to pull out. This one is Touch and Soul Foiled Pigment in Cream Peach. I like to use these in the summertime, so let's share. Look at that. I love these kind of shadows, and I'm kind of happy that the lighting isn't so dark and so bright, because you guys can actually see. Can you see that? Ah, oh, yes. Okay, creamy peach. Next up is this Eco Soul. Remember, I tried some of these out. This is the one I have yet to pull out, so I want to play around with them. This one's in the shade Jack Rose. Yeah, this one looks so pretty too. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is gonna be a fun month, you guys. I'm trying to pull out brighter, lighter shades since we are coming into spring, and April reminds me of like that kind of stuff. So I feel like this one would be really good for that. Next up is Prism by Bodyography. I can't get enough of these suckers. Come on. Really? You're really... Oh, my hands are slippery, so it won't come out. There we go. This one's like a shifting green gold. If you guys can see that shift, like green to gold. Aren't these all just so pretty? Look at that sparkle. I'm gonna be sparkling all month long. 3 more pigments, I guess you want to call it. This one is the Scales. So I wanted to pull out this pinky one. This is by ColourPop. They did a collab with Kathleen Lights, and they did all these Zodiac pigments. I don't know what the Scales are. I don't know anything about it to do with like Zodiac stuff, but there it is right there. It's not as peachy as Jack Rose, but it's pretty. So we're gonna pull that one out. Here's another one that I am in love with. This is perfect for the spring. This is Dose of Colors. I used to use these duo. This was a limited edition one. This one's mint to be. I did gift this one to a friend. I bought one for myself too. It does come with like a cream, like the whole entire Tom Ford kind, like you have the cream on top, which I can care less about the cream. I'm more wanting to use the pigment. Look at that. It's like a beautiful mint shade. It's right there. Oh wow, I'm gonna be sparkling all month long. And the last one is these Glazing Eyes by Butter London. About 4 or 5 of these I have already decluttered because they dried out, so I want to continue to try to use this one. This one is in the shade Moonstone, so I'm going to put it right there. I figured a bronzy shade, and these also have like some sort of glisten to them. Since I've been using a lot of colorful stuff, like I have a lot of colorful stuff, I think this one will go really nice with everything if I want to put a base down. I don't want to wipe my arm off. As far as glitters go, this one is Ballet Baby by Stila. I think this one will look really nice. It's like a pinky baby pink, but it would be pretty to put on top of like a yellow or a pink, or even those pigments that I pulled out. The other one I'm pulling out this month is Smoldering Satin, which I believe was like one of my first. It's so beautiful. Look at that. So I'm gonna pull that out as well. And then this one was from Yes Style. This is the, I can't read that, Sugar Twinkle in this shade 01. And this one's like a glitter topper sort of, but it has like chunks of glitter. Can you see that? So it'll go perfect with anything that's blah. Anything I get in my pan, those eyeshadows that's blah, I'm gonna hype it up with this one. And it's just like, it's small. You can see it right there, the glitter flexes. But it's like a creamy gel formula, so it won't get all over the place. It'll dry. So I'm going to pull that out as well. Last 3. This is the Josie Maran Coconut Water Eyeshadow in Playa de... what is it? Pink. There you go. Can you see that better? That's a pretty one. And then these 2 I want to pull out this month, because I'm intending to using these as eyeliners. This one is Makeup Forever Aqua XL in M40, which is this bright yellow. I'll swatch both at the same time. And this one's M24, which is like a teal. I figured these would both be nice as eyeliners. See them right there? Yeah, look how pretty that is. Oh yeah. Especially since we are in the springtime, I thought these would be perfect So I'm going to pull these two out as well. While I have you guys here, let's pull out some eyeliners. Let's do this one for the waterline. This yellow one in Screaming by LA Girl. So I'm going to use this one right here. I haven't used these, so I don't know how they're going to work in my eyeline, in my waterline. The other one I wanted to pull out was this one in Fresh. I thought Fresh would be so pretty in the waterline right now. Does that? This one looks like my Lancome one that I loved. Oh, what was it? Jade. Oh my goodness, that looks just like it, and it feels like it, the creaminess. I think I'm going to do purple. Let's pull out the purple one too. The purple one is in Vivid. Look how pretty that is, even with my nails. Wow, I dig that. That's very pretty. Okay, so these three eyeliners I'm going to pull out as well. All right, guys, let's move on to our blushes. So for blushes, I want to do something light, airy, pinky kind of stuff. So the first one I want to pull out is this one by MAC. This is New Romance. This one I'm always pulling out in the springtime. I think it's just gorgeous. And I love how it gives you like a really nice sheen to your cheeks. So I really want to pull this one out. It's just absolutely beautiful. So the other one I want to pull out is Becca Sweet Pea. If I want like a just whatever, like a lighter kind of color, brownish, this is the one I want to pull out. Like a neutral everyday, but still not brown. I think this one would be pretty for the spring. This one I have not tried yet. This was a gift for Christmas. This is from my friend Lisa. This is a Bare Minerals Gen Nude in the color That Peach though. I thought this would be really pretty. And I haven't tried this one yet. It's like a lighter peach. Okay, I could do that. This one is the last one I want to pull out. This one is by Bare Minerals in Pink Leopard. I normally like to pull this one out in the spring because it's kind of like my lazy one where it's like a blush and bronzer all in one. So there it is right there. So these are all the blushes. As far as highlighters, here's the first one. This is MAC Double Gleam. I haven't pulled her out in a while. This is what this one looks like. And I got to start doing it now because I won't be able to pull her out later on in life because it's way too light. So we'll see that one. The other one I want to pull out is Lorax Starlight. This one's light enough again, but it's not as intense in your face. So I want to pull that out. We also have this Maybelline one in Diamond Glow. This was a gift from either Drea or Lisa. I was never, can you tell? I was never able to find these in the States. They got these from Canada for me. So that's the third one. You can kind of see, like, I'm trying to pull out my lighter ones before I start getting a tan. And then the last one I want to pull out is Makeup Geek Luster, which, oh, I gotta wipe my hands. Give me a second. Here's Luster. I have never actually used this one on my face, so, ooh, that's pretty. That kind of reminds me of, which one's that one? The Precious Petals by Wet n Wild. So here's everything I'm going to be pulling out this month as far as blushes and highlighters. All right, you guys, so here are my three liners and I want to concentrate on my little glitter liner, two of my Stila Glitters and Glow, my Josie Marin pigment thing. Here's where I keep all of the cream. Let me back you up a little bit. So here's where I keep all the cream ones. So then I remember, and I move these in here so that I can remember to use them. So these are all the cream tubes. These two, then this one as well. Here's all the pigments, which I think is decent enough. Here are my blushes, and here are all four highlighters that I'm going to use for this month. All right, guys, that's it. You guys know that the eyeshadow palettes just come naturally to me. I'll share with you guys what I use next month. Two of the palettes that I used this month, you'll see that I've used them again the following month, so I'm not going to showcase them. I'll just showcase anything that is new that came in here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put more videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, adios.